I have shown you this page a couple of times. Maybe it's worth telling a little bit more about it. So this is another way to abstract the complexity around model deployment and around using pre-annotation and training for domain experts. So people who are not programmers, who are not developers, who don't actually know how to run a Python notebook, right? So the idea that we had when we created this generative AI lab tool was to empower our own team of medical doctors to be able to be independent, to be able to create their own projects, to annotate their own data, to train their own models, to tune models for specific use cases, and so on, by abstracting all the complexity behind model deployment, model training, and so on. So under the cluster page, you see all the models which are deployed on this server where the instance of Generative AI Lab is hosted. So if you install it on your own environment, all of those pre-annotation clusters will be deployed locally. So they will not call home. The only time when you interact with the outside world is when you use LLM-based prompts. Then you send data to maybe ChatGPT or Claude, or maybe you have a private instance and you are safe in that situation. But anyhow, you have to make sure that when you integrate with external LLM providers, you don't send sensitive data for pre-annotation purposes or for summarization or other tasks. But all of those clusters that you see here, which are deployed as part of project configuration deployment, they run locally on your machine and they don't call home. Right? So they don't send data or tasks, content outside of the instance. All the processing is done locally on this environment.